Let's review for Teaching Internship, Part 1, with Rationale. This is JM Pedagogical Review. Before we get this started, make sure to subscribe. Why conduct orientation sessions for teaching internship? A. To avoid future problems. B. To make the practice teachers ready. C. This is a requirement of the school. D. To establish a harmonious relationship with the school. B. To make the practice teachers ready. Orientation sessions are primarily designed to prepare practice teachers for the realities of the classroom. These sessions clarify expectations, introduce school policies, and equip interns with the tools and mindset needed for effective teaching. Which must be the most important aspect to be included in the orientation? A. School facilities. B. Graduate attributes. C. Vision, mission, goals of the school. D. Do's and don'ts in teaching internship. C. Vision, mission, goals of the school. This aspect is crucial because it sets the foundation and direction for the interns or new members, helping them understand the core values and expectations of the school. It guides how they align their roles and responsibilities with the institution's objectives. Why is it important to conduct orientation sessions before the start of a teaching internship? A. To tell where you can be located during rest periods. B. To ensure that you know where to get the needed instructional resources. C. To know where you can work and rest. D. To enable you to know where to go when instructed. B. To ensure that you know where to get the needed instructional resources. Orientation helps interns understand where and how to access teaching materials, equipment, and support services. This directly impacts their ability to plan and deliver effective lessons. Why are observations done during the first week of internship? A. To allow the practice teacher to be immersed in the class. B. To comply with the requirements. C. To know your students in class. D. To meet your cooperating teacher. A. To allow the practice teacher to be immersed in the class. Observations help interns understand classroom dynamics, teaching strategies, student behavior, and routines. This immersion builds familiarity and confidence before they begin teaching. To ensure quality and better orientation sessions, what must you do? A. Attend all the required orientation sessions. B. Focus on all the things you need to follow and accomplish. C. Record the orientation sessions. D. Take down important notes during the orientation sessions. D. Take down important notes during the orientation sessions. Note-taking helps you retain key information, clarify expectations, and refer back to important guidelines throughout the internship. It's an active learning strategy that supports understanding and accountability. Which serves as the blueprint of a teacher's daily instructional activities? A. Learning content. B. Learning produce. C. Learning materials. D. Learning plan. D. Learning plan. A learning plan outlines the objectives, strategies, activities, materials, and assessments for a specific lesson or day. It guides the teacher's actions and ensures alignment with curriculum goals. Which term refers to the materials used to enrich classroom instruction? A. Learning content. B. Learning resources. C. Learning plan. D. Learning procedures. B. Learning resources. Learning resources include textbooks, visual aids, digital tools, manipulatives, and other instructional materials that support and enhance teaching and learning. They help make lessons more engaging, accessible, and effective. Which of the following can be given optionally to reinforce students' learning? A. Assessment. B. Artwork. C. Activities. D. Assignment. D. Assignment. Assignments are often used as follow-up tasks to reinforce learning outside class hours. They can be optional or required, depending on the teacher's instructional goals. Optional assignments allow students to practice without pressure and deepen understanding at their own pace. Why is a learning plan important in daily classroom instruction? A. It guides the teachers in daily activities. B. It keeps teachers in queue. C. It is a requirement of the profession. D. It enables the teachers to do what is next. A. It guides the teachers in daily activities. A learning plan serves as a structured guide for teachers, helping them organize content, methods, materials, and assessments. It ensures that instruction is purposeful, aligned with objectives, and responsive to learners' needs. Which type of instructional plan is typically required for teachers who are new in the service or have less than 1 year of teaching experience? A. Detailed lesson plan. New teachers are required to prepare detailed lesson plans to ensure they develop strong instructional habits, clarity in objectives, and structured delivery. This format includes specific components such as objectives, procedures, materials, assessment, and reflection, which help novice teachers build confidence and competence. Which term refers to our established ways of managing a classroom to ensure an organized and systematic structure? A. Classroom discipline. B. Positive discipline. C. Classroom routines. D. Classroom management. D. Classroom management. Classroom management involves techniques and strategies that teachers use to create an organized, productive, and safe learning environment. It includes facilitating instruction, setting behavior expectations, managing time and materials, and maintaining a positive classroom atmosphere so that teaching and learning can proceed effectively. When is the best time to establish classroom routines for effective classroom management? A. At the end of the year. B. During class discussion. C. At the start of each class. D. At the start of the school year. D. At the start of the school year. Establishing routines early, ideally on the first day, sets clear expectations and builds consistency. It helps students understand procedures, transitions, and behavioral norms, creating a structured and respectful learning environment from the beginning. Which of the following cannot be routinized in daily classroom operations? A. Going in and out of the classroom. B. Checking of attendance. C. Passing of papers/books. D. Designing the bulletin boards. D. Designing the bulletin boards. Designing bulletin boards is a creative and occasional task, not a daily or procedural routine. It requires planning, artistic input, and varies depending on themes or events, unlike routines which are consistent and repetitive. What is the most effective way to minimize a noisy learner in class? A. Request him or her to go to the room. B. Stop him, her. C. Talk to him, her personally. D. Ignore him, her. C. Talk to him, her personally. Addressing the learner privately shows respect and avoids public embarrassment. It allows the teacher to understand the root cause of the behavior and guide the student toward more appropriate conduct. This approach promotes trust and long-term behavioral improvement. Which is the best way to know why a learner is always absent in class? A. Call the parent/guardian. B. Write a letter to the parent. C. Report to the guidance counselor. D. Look at his, her Facebook account. A. Call the parent/guardian. Direct communication with the parent or guardian is the most respectful and effective way to understand the reason behind a learner's absences. It allows for immediate clarification, shows concern, and opens a channel for support and intervention. What must be the primary consideration in preparing your instructional materials? A. The learners. B. The learning content. C. The objectives. D. The cost. A. The learners. Instructional materials must be tailored to the learner's needs, abilities, interests, cultural backgrounds, and learning styles. Prioritizing the learners ensures that materials are engaging, accessible, and effective in supporting learning outcomes. You prepared a PowerPoint presentation on verbs for your English class, but there was a sudden power outage. What should you do? A. Use the available materials in class. B. Borrow learning materials from another teacher. C. Go to another lesson. D. Give a seat work instead. A. Use the available materials in class. Adapting quickly by using available materials shows resourcefulness and ensures continuity of learning. Whether it's a textbook, printed handouts, or the board, these tools allow you to proceed with the lesson despite technical setbacks. Ms. Rufo is teaching in a multi-grade class. What type of instructional materials should she use to effectively address the diverse needs of her learners? A. Commercially made materials. B. Less costly materials. C. Differentiated materials. D. Electronic materials. C. Differentiated materials. In a multi-grade classroom, learners vary in age, ability, and curriculum level. Differentiated materials are designed to meet these diverse needs by offering varied content, formats, and levels of complexity. They support inclusive instruction and ensure that all students are engaged and appropriately challenged. What is one common disadvantage of using ICT in education among senior teachers? A. It is costly. B. It is complicated. C. It is very troublesome. D. It is difficult to use due to their limited training and exposure. D. It is difficult to use due to their limited training and exposure. Many senior teachers may not have had formal ICT training during their initial teacher education. Limited exposure to digital tools can lead to discomfort or resistance, making integration into teaching more challenging. This barrier affects confidence and effectiveness in using technology for instruction. What does research show about the use of ICT in education? A. It is costly. B. It is easy to use. C. It ensures interactive classes. D. It is accessible. C. It ensures interactive classes. Research consistently highlights that ICT enhances classroom interactivity by enabling multimedia presentations, simulations, collaborative platforms, and real-time feedback. These tools foster student engagement, active learning, and differentiated instruction. What is the most effective way to deal with non-participative students in class? A. Let them do what pleases them. B. Employ engaging and enjoyable activities. C. Refer the matter to the guidance counselor. D. Give them the grades they observe based on their performance. B. Employ engaging and enjoyable activities. Non-participative students often disengage due to boredom, lack of confidence, or unclear relevance. By using interactive, enjoyable, and student-centered activities, teachers can spark interest, build rapport, and encourage active involvement. This approach promotes intrinsic motivation and inclusive learning. How can a teacher best utilize the leadership skills of students for the benefit of the class? A. Let them just do what they please. B. Refrain from calling them all the time. C. Empower them to initiate activities in class. D. Recognize their leadership skills. C. Empower them to initiate activities in class. Empowering student leaders to initiate activities fosters ownership, responsibility, and collaboration. It allows them to model positive behavior, support peers, and contribute meaningfully to classroom dynamics. This approach builds confidence and strengthens the learning community. How will you help the shy and timid students in your class? A. Refer them to the guidance office. B. Encourage them to join as many activities in class. C. Treat them naturally. D. Let them be as they are. B. Encourage them to join as many activities in class. Gentle encouragement and opportunities to participate help timid students build confidence and social skills. When the class becomes unruly during a discussion, what is the best technique to regain attention and engagement? A. Prepare unfreezers/energizers. B. Stop the discussion. C. Let them stand for a while. D. Ignore the students who are making noise. A. Prepare unfreezers/energizers. Unfreezers or energizers are short, engaging activities designed to reset the classroom atmosphere, refocus attention, and re-energize students. They help break monotony, reduce disruptive behavior, and create a positive learning climate, especially effective when students are restless or distracted. What is the most effective way to help students stay focused during class discussions, especially when they become unruly and noisy? A. Ignore the students who are misbehaving. B. Refer the unruly and noisy pupils to the guidance office. C. Employ innovative strategies. D. Explore various means of giving sanctions. C. Employ innovative strategies. Innovative strategies, such as interactive activities, gamified learning, storytelling, or multimedia tools, capture students' attention and redirect their energy toward meaningful engagement. These approaches make learning enjoyable, reduce disruptive behavior, and promote active participation. Which school activity best promotes the love of the Filipino language? A, B, C, D. Is celebrated every August in the Philippines to honor and promote the use of the Filipino language. It features activities like poem writing, speech contests, cultural presentations, and traditional games, all designed to deepen appreciation for Filipino as the national language. Which school activity best promotes the importance of proper nutrition among children? A. Literacy Week. B. Valentine's Day celebration. C. Nutrition Month celebration. D. United Nations Week celebration. C. Nutrition Month celebration. Nutrition Month, celebrated every July in the Philippines, focuses on promoting healthy eating habits, balanced diets, and food awareness among students. Activities like poster making, cooking demos, food pyramids, and health talks help children understand the value of nutritious food and develop lifelong wellness habits. What is the most practical way to instill cost-saving practices when preparing materials for a school activity? A. Get sponsors. B. Collect from your class. C. Use indigenous materials. D. Use less materials and props. C. Use indigenous materials. Using indigenous materials promotes sustainability, creativity, and cost efficiency. These resources, often locally available and eco-friendly, help reduce expenses while encouraging cultural appreciation and resourcefulness among students. Which is the best way to minimize a noisy learner in class? A. Talk to him, her personally. B. Stop him, her. C. Request him or her to go to the room. D. Ignore him, her. A. Talk to him, her personally. Talk to them personally because it addresses the behavior directly, allows for a discussion to find the underlying cause, and fosters a respectful environment for a solution. Stopping the learner abruptly or sending them to another room are disruptive or punitive, and ignoring the behavior is ineffective. Which is the best way to know why a learner is always absent in class? A. Call the parent/guardian. B. Look at his, her Facebook account. C. Report to the guidance counselor. D. Write letter to the parent. A. Call the parent or guardian, as this allows for direct communication and a faster understanding of the situation. That's for now, and see you in the next one. Good luck LPT. The next video will appear on screen, click it to watch, or you may select the playlist for more related videos.